everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I just want to let you guys know that I am having a really hard time like adjusting to, you know, like editing on iMovie, like on my iMac, and also like I'm having some trouble like getting it to format into the right like YouTube format. I guess it's like, I don't know, like I have no idea what I'm doing. So some of these videos, like I don't know if this video will even like get edited or not. I'm hoping that it will be, but I'm still, you know, trying to toogle around and figure out how I can, you know, deal with some things. So basically today's video is going to be a story time video on how me and my roommate went downhill in like a week. So basically it all started off, if you guys saw my roommate tag, it was with my friend Nija, and we had a math class together, and it was the first day of class I remember, and she came in, and I was like, I think I said something because I wanted her to sit next to me, because I was like, finally another black girl. So I was like, I said something, and then she sat down next to me, and so then ever since then, like, we started being friends. And then it turned out that we had an English class together, and so we were like, yeah, we have an English class together. So we were like, you know, this is great. So we started our friendship and everything like that. So after our English class ended, I remember I was driving home one day, and she called me, and I was like, hey, and she's like, hey, so I just thought of a crazy idea. And I was like, okay, what's that? And she was like, well, I think it would be a cool idea if you and Chris moved in with me and Jason. And I was like, that's like a perfect idea. And she's like, yeah, so rent would be this much. And I was like, yeah, that's totally doable, like we can totally do that and everything like that. And so we moved in, and everything was great, like for at least like a month, and then the last month was just like terrible. So pretty much like it all started pretty much going downhill when she kind of asked us, no, it started all with this trash thing. So it was every single weekend they go home to where they live to go visit not their grandparents, but they go to visit their parents, and I don't know, they just go home every weekend. So it was Friday, and they always leave. So it was weird because like the trash can was full on Friday, and I know that she saw it and she didn't take it out. So Chris was like, well, why don't we leave it until she gets back, and then, you know, she can take it or something like that. I don't know. She was like, because we felt like we always take the trash out, and so we were like, well, let's just wait so she can take the trash out. But it turns out that Jason and Nija, were waiting for us to take the trash out because they felt like they took the trash out all the time. So when we waited, I was at work, and Nija was like, so are you guys gonna take the trash out or not? And I was like, if you're home, like, why don't you take the trash out? And she was like, well, we always do it and all this stuff. She's like, and then she started like cursing at me about freaking trash, like, calm down. And so she started cursing at me like crazy, and I was like, first of all, we're all adults here, and since we're adults, you don't need to curse at me. I'm being civil, I'm just like talking to you. And she was like, well, when I'm mad I curse, so yeah. And then she kept on cursing like through text, and I was like, okay. And she's like, well, we're gonna have a meeting when we get back home. So basically I got off work, I came home, and me and Chris were, you know, laying in bed, and then she knocked on the door, but I was on the phone with my friend Jordan. So I was finishing up me and Jordan's conversation. She texted me, and she's like, I knocked on the door, but nobody wants to answer. So, and I was like, okay, well, Jordan, I gotta go like right now. And she's like, Kayla, I'm not even done with my story. And I was like, okay, well, I gotta go because this has to be done right now. So we went out there, and she was like, you can tell Jordan to shut the hell up, or else she can't come over here anymore. And I was like, well, first of all, she can come over here because I pay rent now too. So technically I'm paying the same amount of rent that you're paying. So technically, you know, I can, you know, kind of invite my friends over, you know. And then, so basically our meeting was over, and she's like, you know, she was just like, basically, you guys never take the trash out. And then her cousin Brianna, who also was a roommate there, she was like, well, Nija, I do see them take the trash out but you're not here every weekend, but I just want to let you know that I see them take the trash out. And Nija was like, well, I never see them do it, so. And Chris just got really upset because he's like, well, don't call us like liars, because we're not liars, and don't say that we never take the trash out when we do. And she's like, well, I never see you do it, so technically you don't. So just because she didn't see us taking trash out means that we never take the trash out. Okay, because that makes sense. So then it kept going a little downhill from there. So she texted me, and she was like, hey, so we're gonna buy our own appliances. So my mom's gonna buy us my own appliances. So if you can get like everything you need, that would be great. But we were about to move out in like a month, so we were like, why are we gonna go buy all brand new appliances and utensils when we're about to move out in a month? So I texted her and I was like, you know, hey, like, when's the date that we need to move out? And it all started, like, it was really weird. Like, you know, like spatulas that you use for eggs, she got mad that the ends of them would crisp. So like when you were like frying eggs or something, she would get mad that they got crispy. And then she would also get mad that like the rags that you used to like wash dishes would get messed up. And I'm like, okay, first of all, these are plastic utensils, plastic, you know, burns. So it just really, that didn't make sense. And so basically it just, you know, that is just something that ticked us off. Like, she got so mad. She would come into our room and be like, hey, just got a new spatula, don't burn this one. Hey, got a new rag, don't mess this one up. Like, it's a spatula. They cost like 99 cents. Like, calm down. So then she texted us and I was like, well, hey, like, when do we need to tell you like when we're gonna move out? Because we're like, well, let's just move out, and like, so we don't have to buy all these new appliances, because we're about to move back to our parents' house. So there's no point in getting all brand new spatulas when they're just gonna sit in a box for, you know, whenever we move out. So she was like, she called me and she's like, well, I need to know like right now when you want to move out, because it's like, I just need to know like right now. Like, you need to tell me like soon, because I need to know. And I was like, okay, we literally just texted you and said, when is the date that we need to move out? And then she like called me and got mad at me that we wanted to move out. Like, calm downhill. So then me and Chris were just like, okay, let's just start moving our stuff. So I think it was like the next day we just started like moving our stuff out. And then a couple days later, Nyjah comes into my room, our room. She knocks and she comes into our room and she's like, hey, so like, do you know when you guys are gonna move out yet? Because like, I need to start organizing. Like, organizing what? Like, what do you need to organize? Like, that you need us out so bad? Like, what? And then she, I would say like a day later, she comes in, she's like, hey, so I'm gonna need the keys. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like the keys to the apartment, because I just need the keys because I'm about to be leaving on Thursday, so I won't be here and stuff like that. And we told her we were gonna leave on March 1st, right? January. Yeah, so we told her we were gonna leave on March 1st, and it was like maybe the 24th or the 23rd. It was like so far ahead, and she was asking us for the keys like right then. I was like, well, how are we supposed to get our stuff? She's like, well, you can just call me and then we'll let you in. And I'm like, first of all, no, like, that's not how it's gonna work, because how are we supposed to get our stuff? And like, that's not fair. Like, we paid to the end of the month and then you're trying to take our keys. That doesn't make any sense. So basically we just ended up like getting my mom's minivan and moving all our crap out, just because we didn't want to make this like such a bigger thing than it needed to be. And then it just got really serious, because Chris went after his workouts and he got his flat screen TV. It's like a huge 50-inch flat screen TV, and he took it home. And Nyjah texted me and was like, hey, so I saw that Chris got the TV, and I know that's the last thing in the room, which means she's been going in our room when we're not there. And she's like, and I know that's the last thing in the room, so when are you guys gonna give me the keys? And I was like, well, we'll drop them off in the office tomorrow. And I knew that she wasn't going to, you know, want that, because if we gave the, you know, apartment keys to the front office, that means she would get in trouble for subletting, because you're not allowed to, like, we didn't go through the apartment, we went through her, so we would pay her money to pay the apartment people, and the apartment people didn't know that we were living there. So if we gave the keys to them, she would get in trouble, because they would know that she was subletting. So we were like, well, we'll give them to the front office. And she's like, if you don't give me the keys tonight, I'm gonna call the police. And I was like, you can't call the police, because it's not even March 1st yet. It's literally March 7th, and you're trying to call the cops on us because we won't give you the keys back when we pay to the end of the month. Doesn't make any sense. She's like, well, you don't need them. And I was like, Nyjah, you're not even leaving till Thursday, so why do you need them on Tuesday? Like, it was literally at Tuesday. I was like, why do you need them today if you're not even leaving till Thursday? She's like, I just need them, okay? You don't need them. And I was like, literally, I'll drop them off in the morning if you want. Like, it's not even 24 hours that we'll have the keys. And she was like, you know, like, what's the, and then she called me and she's like, what's the address? I'll come get it from you, and all that stuff. So I gave her the address. She came, picked them up, and then as she was leaving, she sent like a terrible, nasty message, because we told her that we were like going to try to find a new apartment. You know, we were thinking about, you know, looking for a new apartment after we left Nyjah's. And then she was like, good luck with your imaginary apartment. Oh, and good luck with you and Chris's marriage. It's not gonna work out. And then just like nasty a message, and then she like blocked me. And the thing is that we have the same English class together, so we're in the same class, and it's just like, it is just so hectic, but I'm not even gonna front about it. Like, I don't know if you guys saw I retweeted something the other day and it was like, it was like, if you have me blocked, let the hurt go, baby girl. And then it was like a kissy face and a laughing emoji. So funny. So if you guys want to, you guys can, like, I don't know, but yeah, so that's pretty much the story of why me and Chris moved out of my apartment. And so someone asked, I think Maya asked, are we going to look for a new apartment? And we're actually just gonna stay home and just save for our wedding, and then after that we're gonna get another apartment, or we're going to get a townhouse. And I think someone else had another question, but I'll just answer it down below. But thank you guys so much for watching this story time video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And there's Chris with my spaghetti. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.